Hi everyone, welcome back to Art with Mrs. Bodden. Today I'm going to teach you how to draw a spooky house. So grab a piece of white paper, your eraser, your pencil, and then your box of colors when you are finished. So today it's going to be spooky house time. So I'm going to swap you to my other camera and we will get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have our paper go in the tall way, and we're going to fold it in half, top to bottom. So fold your paper in half, top to bottom, give it a good crease, then open it up, and we're going to fold it in half side to side. Again, give it a good crease, fold it up and down, then open it back up. Again, make sure you're going the tall way, not this way, the long way. We want to go the tall way today because we want to make our house nice and tall. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to use our fingers for a measurement tool. So I want you to grab 2 fingers on your hand that doesn't hold your pencil. We're going to turn our hands sideways. We're going to line our index finger up with the bottom of our paper. We're going to make a little mark above that. See that little guy? That's all I need. Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to do the same thing on the right side of my paper. Make a little mark just above my fingers. Again, that's all I need. Just those 2 little guys. And we are going to play connect the dots. We're going to connect them right across our paper. And it's okay if your line's not straight. It's the ground. Our ground is not straight. So then the next thing we're going to do, we're going to take our 2 fingers again. This time we're going to come up above our middle. So here's my middle fold that goes horizontally side to side across my paper. I'm going to make my mark along the one that goes vertical. So I'm going to go 2 fingers up, right there. And then we're going to make kind of a rectangle shape. So I'm going to come to the left. I'm going to come to the right. And I've extended that line out a little bit. There we go. Now it doesn't look quite so tilted for you. And then we're going to come down. And it's okay if you draw in a little bit. It's okay if your shape isn't perfect, because this is going to be a spooky house. So I'm going to erase my extra line there. Okay, from this shape, we are going to draw down just a little bit, about a finger if you want to go that. Let's do that. Let's go down a finger on both sides. We'll go out from that finger mark, and we're going to draw a straight line, and we're going to come down here. This is my middle fold, so I'm a little bit further down. I'm going to draw this one further out. And then I'm going to connect them with an angled line. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to draw this one out. I'm going to come down a little bit. I'm going to draw that one out. It's going to go further. And then I'm going to draw an angled line down. So we have something that looks kind of like a bat body with wings, which is good. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to come in from our right side. I'm going to draw a line down to my ground. So in from my right side, drawing down to my ground. Again, it doesn't have to be straight. I'm going to do the same thing on the left. Come in, come down. Again, not so super straight. Now comes the fun part. We're going to draw the top of our center part of our house. So I want you to find the right corner, and we're going to draw a curve up like a parenthesis. Then I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to draw a curve up. Make a parenthesis. Then we're going to go about 3 fingers down. So find your 3 fingers, put your ring finger at the top. We're going to come down about that far, and that's going to give us a little bit of room for the top of our house. We're going to extend that out in both directions a little bit. And then we're going to draw a swoop and a curve. So I'm going to start on my left side. So I'm going to angle down, get a swoop, and curve. So it kind of looks like a horn. I'm going to do the same thing on my right side. So I'm going to swoop down, and I'm going to curve. And there we have it. There is our 3 roofs to our house. So we have a main section, and then we have 2 side wings. We're going to start here at the bottom of our main section, and we're going to draw 2 rectangles. They're going to be short. These are going to be our stairs. So 1 rectangle, 2 rectangles. Then we're going to draw a taller rectangle, and this rectangle is going to be our door. Don't go too big. We still need to put some windows here. So there's my door. I'm going to draw a window in it. and then I'm going to give it a doorknob. Okay, we're going to do a fancy window over the top of our door. So we're going to draw a straight line across, and we're going to make it a half circle. And then I want you to divide it in half. And then we're going to divide each of those in half. You've got one of those fancy half circle windows. Next we're going to add 2 windows here. So let's start by giving them a bottom. We'll make it easy. We'll go with a straight line in both directions. Then we're going to draw a big, tall, upside down U. And a big, tall, upside down U. And then we're going to divide it in half. Down the middle of both of them. And then we want them to be kind of crazy angles. As for our windows that go across. Window lines that go across. So give me some kind of crazy angles. There you have our lower half. We're going to draw one of those cool dormer windows up top. So we're going to start by drawing a straight line across the bottom. And then give me 2 vertical lines like you're drawing a square. But instead of going straight across the top, we're going to angle up towards the top. And then back down. So it looks kind of like a miniature house in the middle. Then inside there, we're going to draw a rectangle window. And with this one, you could choose to make it normal. Or you could choose to make it kind of crazy. So I'm going to go slightly lopsided. Okay, let's go do the right side. So on this side of the house, we're going to do 2 windows. They're going to be the same type as these. But I'm going to start with the bottom down here. And then I'm going to come up part way and I'm going to start with the bottom. That way I know how high I can go. So I'm going to come up and curve and make that upside down W. Or not W, U. Wrong letter. I'm going to do the same thing here, upside down U. And then I'll divide them both in the middle. And then give them some kind of crazy angles for those side to side paints. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing to this side. So I'm going to start down here at the bottom. Draw my line at the bottom. Draw my line part way up. Upside down U. Upside down U. And then we'll go vertical down the center, dividing it in half. And then the crooked windows. Okay, so now I got windows. We need a couple other details. So we're going to give it a chimney. So our chimney is going to come up over here. We're going to start by drawing a triangle top. And then we're going to come in a little bit on the sides. And then I'm going to draw a wiggly shape down. And then this side's going to follow that same wiggly shape. And there we have our chimney. We're going to give this part some tile roof. So let's go ahead and give a couple of U's that are connected together. Don't get too crazy. You don't want it to look like it's super crazy. So you can do that on both sides. Okay, let's go ahead and make it a little bit more spooky, and we're going to add some, it's called wrought iron, and so it's that black railing kind of stuff. And so we're just going to make them look like plus signs. So I want you to give me about 4 plus signs on the right, and you're going to do the same amount on the left. This also helps make it so birds don't nest on top of your house. And then let's do about 5 or 6 on the roof. Looks like I'm going to top out at 5, so we've got 5 or 6 on the roof. Now we get to have some fun. We get to turn it sideways, and we're going to draw some of those brick details. So I'm going to turn it so that my roof and stuff is going to the right. And I'm going to start along this edge right here. And I'm going to make basically that up-down pumpkin teeth look. So we're just going to go up, down. And this is going to give us a little bit of a brick detail. So I'm going to do it on this side. Then I'm going to do it along this long edge, going all the way to the top, doing the same thing, the up-downs. Take your time with this. Otherwise it ends up looking kind of crazy. especially if you end up starting to make triangles. And yes, I've done that. I've started to make triangles. Okay, now I'm going to rotate my paper so it's going the other way, and I'm going to do this same exact outside edge. I'm going to do the same up, down. And I'm going to go to the inside. I'm going to do the same thing. Okay. There we have our house. We want to make it a little spookier. Let's go ahead and give it a crescent moon over here in the upper left. So start with a C shape, make it nice and big. Nice C, and then on the inside we're going to draw a smaller C. And there's our C shape. Now in mine that I did some layering of crayon to give some colors. So colored green for the grass, and then I did brown and black for my stairs to give it kind of that more of a stone look. I did some yellow windows, so it looked like I had some windows that were lights on. My other windows that I did that are darker, I did a little bit of black and a little bit of blue, and I layered those colors. Then if you look at my night sky is two colors. I did blue, and I did the violet purple, and I just colored both one on top of the other. And what that does is it gives us kind of a deeper effect with our color. Now, do you have to color yours like mine? Absolutely not. You can color yours however you would like. If you want to add spooky pumpkins or bats or witches or any of that Halloween-y stuff, you are welcome to. If you want to leave it just as this kind of spooky house, you are welcome to do that as well. I love to see what you guys create, so I will see you soon.